to another video, or if this is your first video of mine, hey, how you doing? Today, as you can tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about some April releases. I have never made one of these videos before where I talk about books that are upcoming like in that month. I know that G does them quite regularly now. However, I was scrolling Goodreads and I found a list of books that are coming out in April. I realise we are now halfway through April, so I can only apologise for the delay in that. But I was inspired. I saw this list and I was inspired to make a video. And spoiler alert, possibly not for any good reason. So I just thought I'd whack my camera out and we could go through this list together and see the books that I may or may potentially not be picking up that are released this month. Some of these may already be out by now, I don't know. I'm not going to go into the specifics of release dates. But yeah, I just thought it'd be an idea. Might be some unpopular opinions, because, well, you'll see as we go through. But yeah, I've got this list. A lot of them I've never heard of, but I thought there were a couple that I would just put forth my opinion on whether I would see myself picking them up or not. Let's go from the top. Number 1 on this list of April releases is Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody. I personally do not see myself picking this up. I do not think it is something that I would enjoy. Which is bizarre, because the plot of it sounds like something I would enjoy. And if it was written by someone else, I very potentially would pick it up. However, I read Daughter of the Burning City by Amanda Foody last year sometime. It's up on my shelf up there. And I didn't enjoy it all that much. I found the writing style incredibly difficult to get into. It's been a very forgettable book. Like, I quite frequently find myself forgetting that I've even read it. It's not one that really gave me any intense emotions. It's not something that stuck with me, and I think, as I said, the writing style was difficult to get into, so it wasn't really worth it for me. It wasn't something that stood out for me, and for that reason I just don't imagine myself reading any other book by Amanda Foody. I know a lot of people liked it, and I know a lot of people are excited about this release, and I can see why if that's what you're into, but the writing style just wasn't for me, and for that reason I am out. Yes, this has turned into some sort of Dragon's Den spoof. Number 2, Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young, or Adrienne. This I don't know anything about, other than the cover looks awesome. That's all I know about it. All I know is it's called Sky in the Deep and it's got the girl with the axe. It looks cool. I mean, I don't know enough about it to make an educated decision, but I imagine this being the sort of book that if I saw it in Waterstones, I would pick it up and have a flick and think, yeah, this is cool. I mean, I don't know that for certain, but the cover itself tells me that. I should probably learn what it's about while I'm on Goodreads, shouldn't I? Raised to be a warrior, 17-year-old Elin fights alongside her Asker clansmen in an ancient rivalry against the Riki clan. Her life is brutal but simple. Fight and survive until the day she sees the impossible on the battlefield. Her brother fighting with the enemy. The brother she watched die 5 years ago. Okay, yeah, that answers that question for me. Not only does the cover look really cool, the plot sounds really cool as well. Who doesn't want more kick-ass female characters as well? Seriously, like, me please. Okay, let's go next. Ash Princess. I don't know much about this one. Again, the cover seems really cool and I've seen people get arcs about it. It's not calling to me quite so much as Sky in the Deep did from the cover, but we'll see. It's probably one again that I would pick up in Waterstones to have a browse at, but not calling to me. Number 4, probably going to be an unpopular opinion. Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. I read Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda fairly recently and didn't like it. I gave it 3 stars in the end. I mean, you can watch my wrap-up, but to summarise, I didn't enjoy it as much as everyone else did. I didn't find the plot interesting at all. The writing style I thought was very immature, and the girl-on-girl hate was unbearable, and the girl-on-girl hate is mainly from Leah. So a book all about Leah, I think, would enrage me. So I don't predict I will ever be picking that one up. That's all I'm gonna say on the matter. Then Dredd Nation. I've seen this pop up a few times. I think Beck said something about Dredd Nation, how she was excited about it. That alone would probably say that I might end up picking it up if people that I know and trust and appreciate their opinions on are excited about it. But again, I don't really know anything about it. Should we have a look at that one too? Jane McKean was born 2 days before the dead began to walk the battlefields of Gettysburg and Chancellorsville, derailing the war between the states and changing America forever. In this new nation, safety for all depends on the work of the few, and laws like the Native and Negro Re-Education Act require certain children attend combat schools to learn to put down the dead. Okay, doesn't sound like something I would enjoy, to be honest. Not into that zombie stuff, so maybe that one's not for me. What have we got next? Queens of Fennburn, by Kendare Blake. 3 Dark Crowns 0.5. I have kind of considered 3 Dark Crowns series to be a DNF for me. I read the first one, found it incredibly boring, got a little ways into the second one, found that incredibly boring and stopped reading it. I just don't have the time to be reading books that aren't gripping me when I have so many other books that actually interest me, so I've kind of written that series off. Again, I think the writing style and the slow pacing and such just isn't for me. So I will be missing that one as well. For that reason, I am out. Spindle Fire number 2, Winter Glass by Lexa Hillier is coming out this month. I haven't read Spindle Fire. I own Spindle Fire up here somewhere. Haven't read it yet though, so won't be picking up the sequel yet, but who knows, when I eventually read Spindle Fire, if I fancy the sequel, I will know it is available. A lot of books I'm then not familiar with that honestly don't call to me for any reason. And then we get to the very bottom of this list, where I see Given to the Earth. The second book in the Given to the Sea duet is coming out. And that's where I just shut down the app, lock my phone, and throw it over there. Because good lord will I be avoiding that like wildfire, like the plague, like everything you ever avoid in your life, I will be avoiding that book for. I feel like I don't need to explain it. Most people are already aware of my dislike for Given to the Sea by Mindy McGuinness. So for that reason, I am out. And I'm not going to explain it. I am not going to be picking up that book, quite simply. That's pretty much what I wanted to say. There's an awful lot of releases on there that I feel like other people will be excited for and looking forward to, and I am not. I don't think there's anything on there that is actually exciting me. I mean, I've already forgotten what it's called, the one with the girl and the axe. That one sounds pretty cool to me, but otherwise, April's kind of a write-off month. I pre-warned you this was going to be negative, so ugh. Anyway, yeah, I just thought I would have a quick rundown through them and let you know my thoughts and feelings on the coming releases. If you're excited about some of these books that I'm really not excited for, then all the more power to you. I hope you enjoy them when you read them, but these are the reasons that I am out and will not be investing in these books. I'm not sure why this became a Dragon's Den reference, to be honest. But yeah, I'm gonna stop now. So thank you for watching. If you have anything valuable to add, please add it down below. If you know things about these books that I don't and you think that I should pick them up for one reason or another, again, let me know your thoughts. Persuade me, I'm all up for persuasion. These are just my gut instincts on these books. Obviously I haven't read them yet, or maybe ever. If you have enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, chat to me down in the comments. If you aren't subscribed and fancy subscribing, I'm always eternally grateful for that. I upload every Sunday and Wednesday and some odd days in between if I'm feeling generous, and I will see you next time. Bye!